So, hello fellow coin collectors, how you going? This is Glenn. Today I'm back with an older coin from the Bahmani Sultans. And this is a 2/3 Ghani coin, so it actually weighs 10 grams with a full Ghani weighing about 15 grams. And this is an old coin from about 1347. Well, roughly at the start of his reign. And as you can see, it is a beautiful coin. This side is actually the reverse of the coin because it doesn't actually mention Muhammad Shah III's name on the actual coin. That will be on this side. So here you have Muhammad Shah, and that's basically his name. And the inscription, let me just take this coin out of the actual packet. I actually don't staple the bottom of these coins because these coins are actually quite thick. As you can see, it's quite a thick coin, and so you actually need extra room. If I actually staple it, it could actually break the plastic. So Muhammad Shah is actually up the top. So this is actually the end of Muhammad, and Shah is actually here. Bin Mamugan Shah al Sultan. So as you can see, Shah al Sultan, and the actual date is down the bottom. And I believe this is dated 887. So we've got an 8 and a 7, and there should be another date there. And that's AH, so that's his Islamic calendar. And I haven't actually translated this, so that's a transliteration down there. But I haven't actually translated the actual coin. It's actually quite a nice coin. I actually love collecting these. You can pick these up for probably between $5 and $10 on eBay. I've actually got quite a few. I've been told not to actually buy more, but I did. But I'm going to pay for them a different way. And so we've got Al-Mutazim Bila Shams Al-Dunya Wadin. So Dunya Wadin, I believe, is down the bottom. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of script, and hopefully sooner or later actually be able to translate this coin. So then I will make another video telling what it actually says. And later on I am going to actually make videos on these little beauties. I need to identify them, but I think that this one is a princely state coin. This is probably Delhi Sultans. Could be another sultanate, but these two coins are actually the same. But I'm quite happy with this coin. Nice large bronze coin, and this would have probably been enough money to actually buy some food for the day, probably some bread, some rice. And these are actually quite common, very easy to get. And I actually buy all my Indian coins from eBay because they don't seem to be expensive on eBay. At coin shops you'll be paying a lot more, probably like between $10 and $20 for something like this. But it's just a little beauty. Now the Bahmani Sultanate was actually born in 1347, so this would actually be the first coin. Would it have been the first coin? Let me have a look at the monarch. So anyway, I just looked it up, and the date 887 is the equivalent of 1482, and this is actually the last year of the reign of Muhammad Shah III. He was only Shah for like 8 or 9 years, and he became Shah because his brother Ahmad III, or Nizam-ud-Din Ahmad III, actually passed away. And it is said that he actually died of remorse because he ordered the execution of Mahmud Gawan. And he was executed because the ruling elite practically didn't like him. They didn't like what he was doing because he was putting standard measurements and valuations for agricultural land, and that would have actually upset any of them doing dodgy stuff. So if there was no standardization, then one place to another would have different standards, and if someone new come along, then they could actually exploit that and say, oh yeah, it's this standard, you have to pay for that, when in fact in that area probably would have been another standard. So these coins are actually quite common. As I say, you can buy them for between $5 and $10. Or at least I hope I said that before. Anyway, that's the range, between $5 and $7. I think I bought this one for like $7 myself, and it's actually quite a nice coin, beautiful and thick, and also very old. And the Bahmani Sultans were actually, I believe that they were defeated by the Mughals. They were both basically Persian type. Sorry, I should actually research this, but it's just good reading about it. They weren't defeated by the Mughals, who were a bit later, but they were defeated by the Vijayanagara, which is one of my favourite South Indian empires, because they actually were a bulwark between these sultans. So this wasn't the most southern area sultanate, but it was one of the major ones, and it had a rivalry with Vijayanagara, in which they were defeated, and then they were divided up into various, like the Bidar Sultanates, the Ahmednagar Sultanate, and also the Vijayanagara also took over some of the areas. So quite an interesting history. And that was in 1527, so about 39 years after, no, 39 years after this coin was actually minted. Anyway, made a lot of mistakes, but oh well, that's how you learn. That's how you learn. So don't be scared to make mistakes, because that's how you improve yourself. Like my recordings. I've been playing with the microphone a bit when I was making videos, and I shouldn't do that. Maybe I'll just get rid of the microphone altogether. So anyway, I'll leave a link down below to old Indian coins. It's actually quite a nice series to actually get. Very affordable and very attractive, as you can see. Better than modern coins as far as I'm concerned. So thank you very much for watching my video, and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Thank you and bye bye.